Released on June 2016, and it's about a homeless girl played by Ellen Page, who gets caught in a lie while trying to connect with her mother-in-law, played by Allison Janney. It's got an 84 on Rotten Tomatoes, and I really enjoyed this movie because it kind of makes the uncomfortableness of these, like, characters, the uncomfortableness that these characters put themselves in is, like, very, it's, how do I explain this, like, everything they do, like, you're kind of feeling it, like, why are you doing this, palpable. But then you want to make this excuse for them, and they aren't exactly, like, the best people in the world, but they're trying to, like, make a connection with themselves or just anyone, so I just really like Ellen Page. I think she's great, but something about the uncomfortableness that they're experiencing, like, you can experience it, but then, like, you're making all these excuses for them. It's a good movie. I think anything that kind of evokes any, like, emotion like that out of someone means that they're kind of doing their job and the movie's doing is being effective. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's for everyone, but it's definitely worth the watch.
Is that the one that came out a while ago?
Yeah, 2016, so like 2 years, a year and a half
It starts off where she's living in a van with her boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I like that movie too. Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
It was good. I liked it.
Have you seen, veering off real quick, have you seen Flatliners yet with her?
I haven't. It had really horrible reviews, so I didn't check it out, but I might end up watching it if it's on like some streaming service, but I didn't go out of my way to watch it.
Have you seen the original?
I haven't. Is that with, hold on, what's his name? I know. I can't. He's from The Lost Boys. What's his name? Is that where?
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yes. That's the one. Yeah. The original one. Yeah, I haven't though. Yeah, I do know of it, but I haven't seen it. So that's my rec.
Nice. Anybody else care to go?
I got my notes here. My movie rec is for Love and Mercy. Came out in 2015 with John Cusack, Paul Dano, Annie's man.
He is. Not because of his looks, people. He's amazing actor. Just, that's all. I'm going to leave it there.
It was certified fresh, 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's a story about Brian Wilson, the lead singer, chief songwriter of the Beach Boys, and it covers his work in the 60s, working on their album Pet Sounds, and his struggle with psychosis at that time, and then it flashes back and forth. Paul Dano plays him in the 60s, and then John Cusack plays Brian Wilson in the 80s, where he is under the care of Paul Giamatti, who's his manager, who plays his manager, and then he meets Elizabeth Banks, and the love story of that, and trying to get better with his mental illness and stuff. It was a really good movie. It was on Hulu, but it's no longer on there anymore, but I recommend it. It was good.
Love and Mercy?
Love and Mercy.
Cool.
It was good. Little biopic.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I just have one which I recently went to see in the theaters, Insidious, or The Last Key. I only bring it up because I really enjoyed it, and I didn't like the last one, which was called, I don't know.
I think it's, I don't remember.
Chapter 3?
Yeah, Chapter 3, yeah.
I didn't really care much for that one. I'm a big fan of the first one and the second one, but this one was like, it was pretty good to me. I really, really enjoyed it, and I recommend it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
but it didn't do so well with like critics and stuff. So
yeah, it's got a 28 on Rotten.
Wow. Do you think there'll be another one? Is there a room, or is there like, do the people want it? Or I know people who saw it and who enjoyed it, so I mean, you know,
it's not by any means a bad movie at all. Like, the production value is really good. There's a lot of really good scares. They do something that's, I don't want to kill it for you guys. I know Tim probably won't watch it, of course, but they do something in the middle of the film that's very, very ballsy, and kind of takes the whole. I feel like I don't know. It just felt very, very much more grounded than what they usually try to throw out at us, and I really respected that, and the it was a new director for this one, and I feel like he really respected the vision of the prior ones, but really made it his own. And it's a fun watch for sure.
This film connects, without giving away too much, but it in some way it connects all of the films together. If you watch it, like you'll get it right away once you see it. But like I'd say that everybody should go see it if you're a fan of Insidious.
Cool.
Moving on to it's me, right?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I have only one this week, and it's The End of the Fucking World. Which is another Netflix original series. This time it's a British kind of black comedy. It's centered around two main characters. They're both in high school, I believe. This young man, he's kind of a troubled teenager. He kind of borders on being maybe like, he has like sociopathic tendencies, and he can't really feel things that he thinks that he should be able to feel, and he kind of meets this girl, and she's kind of savage in her own way, maybe not quite as crazy, but she's pretty wild, and they kind of decide to leave their life behind and go on this kind of coming of age type journey. And I'm only about I think it's 10 episodes, and I'm about 5 episodes in, and I'm completely hooked. And the each episode is only about 30 minutes, so it's a quick watch. Super fun. Probably, some of the best TV I've watched so far this year. I know we're only in January, but
9 days in, he's already got his list ready.
Yeah, no. A bunch of my buddies, or my friend Leslie, shout out to Leslie, had told me about this, and so I got to finally check it out this morning, actually, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's very fun. The use of music, they use a lot of kind of oldies and stuff, and it's fantastic editing, and it really gets into, I guess, the psychology of kind of young kids, like we were talking about. What's that
13
show?
13 Reasons
Why.
13
Reasons Why. It's kind of a little bit more extreme than that, but still along those lines. And I'm curious to see why it's called The End of the Fucking World by the last episode.
So actually, my television recommendation this week was the same one, and I actually saw it on Friday. I saw the whole series. So it's 8 episodes, and it was brought to us by Netflix and Channel 4, which is a channel that's broadcasted from England and like Ireland. So it's like British-Irish like channel, and my favorite TV shows are brought to me by Channel 4. So like Misfits, Skins, In-Betweeners, Scroll Recall. So I was really stoked to see this. I didn't know it was by Channel 4. I just kind of like clicked on it and like watched it all the way through. Absolutely loved it. I like did not move from the couch. And it's exactly the TV that I like and that I'm always like looking for. And yeah, so and then when I looked it up, I was like, oh, Channel 4, not surprised that they brought me something else that I like. So yeah, I really liked it. I would recommend it. Probably gonna be in one of my top favorite shows, like, moving forward, because it was so well put together. The character, like, you really do feel like that you know these characters, even in 8 episodes and 30 minutes long. That's nothing, compared to other television shows that really draw out characters for seasons and hours long.
Walking Dead, we're talking to you.
Oh yeah, we're looking at you. But this was great. I don't know if they would come back for a second season. Because I haven't heard anything from Netflix, and it's only been like 4 days. But
is this called season 1?
It is called season 1. But if it's kind of a Big Little Lies thing. If it was just this season, wow, it's great.
Yeah.
It was beautifully shot. Just the dialogue is so funny, and I just loved everything about it. And considering it's only two people who they're following, it's a little bit more intimate than Skins, where they're following a group of teenagers, or Misfits, where there's 5 of them. So it was a little bit more intimate than the usual shows that they bring to us. But one of my top, I would say, and you stole my weekly necklace. But that's it about that show, because I freaking loved it.
Nice.
I liked it too. I was on the same couch as her on Friday
for
the whole time.
I was like, don't move.
Oh, so you know what I was talking about.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Are we moving on to our main focus then?
Did we have... I don't think everyone went through television.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
My TV rec is Lost. It's now on Hulu, all 6 seasons. And when Wes and Emma showed up tonight, we were in the middle of an episode. We're barely 8 or 9 episodes into season 1, but it's already got me hooked. It was a big sensation when it came out in 2004, and I can see why now. I didn't get a chance to watch it at that time, but tons of cliffhangers and good characters, and it's a lot of fun so far, so I'm looking forward to getting into it.
Yeah, and we don't know a lot of people who actually watched it, so it kind of makes it nice, because we don't know anything, and so we want to keep it that way. I'm not looking up anything about this show until I'm done with it, maybe in 6 months from now.
Yeah, but I liked it so far.
Nice. Annie, that was your only one?
My TV rec, you stole it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't come prepared with a TV rec, but I can give you one that I just finished. Peaky Blinders, which is also Netflix. I think it was the 4th season that just got put up there, but I'm a big fan. What's the main character's name? Cillian Murphy?
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. And so this season, they're dealing with Italian mobsters and everything, and the main bad guy is played by Adrian Brody. Mm-hmm. And wow, I was blown away by his performance. Definitely scary Italian mob guy. Yeah, if anything, just look up that episode where he meets the main character and they have a show off of just words. It's pretty scary. He's really, really good. He has a good performance in there.
So we're gonna have to give it another shot.
Yeah, we tried to watch it and we both didn't enjoy it. So
Peaky Blinders from the beginning?
We watched half of the first episode.
Yeah, and we didn't